Hello and welcome back. We are here a little bit later than expected, but we should have fixed our in-game sounds for the Twitch stream. So hopefully that will be doing the job right now. We'll jump right into the draft because we're already in there with 4 picks in, and we have got a Tidehunter Lion for IG Vitality and a Doom Disruptor for EHOME. I'm here with Winter, and this is the last chance for IG Vitality to force out a third game to have a chance to make it to Manila, as we are in the lower bracket first round, where one team will be eliminated from the Manila major qualifiers for the region of China, and EHOME is therefore 1 game up. Talk to us about the draft, Winter.
It's always been the same few picks recycling over and over again in
Yeah.
the 3 series we casted today.
Yeah.
Like we see a specific meta among the Chinese teams. Like they rate Doom, Bounty, Enchantress, Beastmaster. These are the 4 heroes that they rate really highly. And Disruptor as a support. Disruptor and Lion are the top 2 supports, lane supports. And off laners have been tied Bat Rider as well. Like a lot of these 2 heroes.
Yeah, Bad Rider's actually still in the pool.
EHOME have Doom and yeah, like I mentioned, they mostly like to run Exercise on the Doom. They did, however, run 1 game today, Lamb on Doom, and Exercise was on Tide, I think. Yeah, he was on
Yeah,
Tide.
yeah. And that's a hero that we've seen banned today, but not picked.
Yeah, it's always banned when an opposing team, like when IG bans it, it's always because the enemy has Tide. They seem to not want to give Tide plus Death Prophet away on the same team.
And now they got it together, so we can see what's so strong about it that they fear it for. In terms of cores, on the side of EHOME, they ban out the Spectre. We have the Slark removed from IG Vitality. I mean, we have seen EHOME just now being very strong with a Drow strat. Is that something they could be trying again, especially since they just picked up the Wind Ranger?
Well, yeah, why not?
Why not?
It worked once. Why wouldn't it work again? But there is a saying that you don't do the same trick 2 games in a row. You don't do the same draft. Like
Well, it's not the same. They have Doom instead of Enchantress.
not entirely the same, but the idea, the general idea is the same. Like the draw, if you have draw, it's like the overall idea will be the same.
Oh, hey. This is a new hero for today. For us, for this qualifier, that is. And what were you saying about trying the same strategy, Winter? I didn't hear you properly. What
You
was
don't
that?
do the same strat over
What?
and over
What?
again.
What? Why not?
But then I remember someone said, why change something that's not broken?
Yeah, that's
So
the
there are
one.
2 types of people. Some, I don't know, like some players think that, some captains think that if you do the same thing over and over again, it's very high.
Oh! New hero!
New hero. This is an Ice hero, so it's gonna be Lamb on Doom.
Alright. Okay,
What does he counter here? He doesn't specifically counter anything. He's good versus the Chan creeps.
he's
Oh,
good
you-
with the Drow, removing all the armor.
Usually you see Elder Titan against he's a counter to Morphling.
Yeah.
Stats based heroes because you take away all his armor. Or you use him in tandem with a lot of spell damage like Elder Titan plus Zeus. That's one of the ones that come to my mind.
So,
This
what's
game,
okay, so talk to me about Elder Titan. What's his timing? What's his peak? What's his peak mostly?
he has
at?
no timing. He just needs his levels. Like he's not like a bat where you want to, oh, I need to get this item. Like, no, he's just
Is there a
all-
specific level where he's gonna be way more useful than he was before?
I'm not sure how he will build the hero, but in the past it's always like you want to get obviously 4 points in aura,
Yeah.
and then at least 2 to 3 points in your stun, then 1 point in ulti, and obviously your spirit. I don't think you max your spirit out anymore right nowadays. I don't think everyone does it. It's more about maxing, having 2 or 3 points in your stun, and then using your stun plus the aura together. So
I mean, the aura is nice with the Wind Ranger, Drow Ranger, but
Mhm. I don't think there's a set way of building the hero. It's always depending on player, depending on situation. Sometimes it's better to have more points in the stun early. I've seen players do that. And sometimes it's better to have more points in the aura as soon as possible. So there's no set way of, oh, this is how you should play the hero. And you can itemize the hero differently all the time. Sometimes you see Exercise. I think he's very famous for his Dagon build, the Midas into Dagon. But this game probably just mobility. I think you want to build mobility. Number 1, it's against DP, Death Prophet and Lifestealer. when they pop their ultimates on DP and Lifesteal is running your heroes down, you just want to get out and just reset the fight. So I think mobility is key this game for EHOME.
Okay, both teams have someone teleported towards the top lane straight away, so Ice won't be able to get his ward off, and neither will Dogfight. Hello! Welcome! Let's just take a look at who's playing what. For IG, it's Dogfight playing Lion. He's already harassing that Elder Titan. We've got Fran, this time on a Death Prophet in this series. Super playing the Chen, riding a boar. Yuno on the Lifestealer. And last but not least, it is in July playing the Tide Hunter. While on the side of EHOME, it is Old Chicken on the Wind Ranger once again. Old Levin on the Drow Ranger once again. Fenrir on the Disruptor once again. Old Lanham, this time on the Doom, and then the Elder Titan again, this time Ice. Because it's the first time that we see it.
Elder Titan.
Which lineup do you favor here, Winter? Like just straight off draft.
Okay, IG.
Yeah?
Because it looks normal. When I see the Elder Titan, I'm like, I don't know.
It's gimmicky. Oh, the taunt. Who's he taunting though? No, I semi agree with you, but at the same time, picking Elder Titan makes me feel like EHOME, you know, they know something that we don't. That's gonna be working real well.
I think it's just mainly you want to be able to, because against DP, when she pop her ultimate, you want to burst her down. So Elder Titan Aura helps in that regard. You kill her quickly, you remove her armor. So I think maybe that's one of the ideas of picking Elder Titan here.
We have both runes going to IG Vitality, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So
did not
that
notice
happened. I think it was Death Prophet and Lifestealer. So bit of a difference in mid. We saw previous game Old Chicken completely destroying Fran because of the Drow Aura. Do you think that Death Prophet will have a better time?
Death Prophet versus Wind Ranger. Nah, I think he'll still. Maybe he won't struggle so much because you can use your nuke to actually farm.
In July is having a pretty rough time, taking a bit of a beating in bottom lane, but he does have a salve.
A lot of regen.
Yeah, actually, he still has one self after this and 8 tango, so he should be okay. The Doom rotated towards the top lane, and he did not catch the sentry. Too bad. So sad.
He has a Satyr creep. He already had one, so the best creep for the lane.
So we have a rotation coming in from the Chen as well. He's coming in from behind here on Fenrir. Does have a Centaur with him as well. I'm not sure if the Centaur can get in range though. Ooh, maybe with the creep block there. Nah, he should be fine. So the Chen and the Doom both doing what we know that they like to do, harassing the safe lanes of the enemy team.
Remember the game where they lost? What was it? The previous series where it was the same situation. The Doom went top and then the Enchantress went bottom.
Enchantress had just such a big impact compared to the Doom.
Enchantress is a lot stronger than Chen at level 1, so that's the main difference.
So if you compare the Chen to the Doom in terms of impact, do you think it should be an even impact?
Let's see what. Oh, he's gonna get a kill.
Yeah, wait a second. Fran, he's trying to get some life 7 up, but in comes Old Lanham looking for a kill there. Who goes down first is a question though. Fran, he wants to get that kill, but he won't get it. First blood goes the way of the tower, but goes the way of EHOME, actually.
So as of now, Doom has done more than the Chen.
Yes. That didn't even have anything to do with the creep he had. That more had something to do with him being in the right place, right time. He continues his momentum through to the top bottom lane, by the way. Goes for super here. Has got a wolf of all creeps. Nice, and just starts punching Chen. Why not? Oh my, he might be able to do this. No, he's not. Oh, Lanham, you're dead. Okay. Oh, the Levin coming in from the top. He might be able to get a kill here. He's going to wrap around.
Oh,
one more hit needed, and it's a trade.
Not good. Not
Chen
well.
disrupted Chen. Not good for who?
Not good for EHOME. Type got so much from that. He got the experience for killing the Doom and the Disruptor.
Oh yeah. He got the kill on the Doom actually, so.
Way too greedy with Scorch Earth on cooldown. If he had Scorch Earth, he would have been able to get the kill.
What do you think about his build, by the way? Previously, we saw Infernal Blade being picked up second by the Doom.
Well, I think he felt like, because he went for the gang at middle, he felt that he needed to chase down the Death Prophet, so he wanted to have the move speed from the Scorch Earth. It really depends. There's no set build. Like certain situations, it's better obviously to get Infernal Blade. So I think it's always depending on what you're up against and
Yeah.
what you want to do.
So ice.
Oh, he's dead.
He gets hexed up. There should be a stun to follow up and the open wounds. He is indeed very, very dead.
No
And
chance.
I wonder if that's not something that IG can do every time.
He has 5 TPs.
Who?
Well,
What? Who's
Elder Titan.
low?
Well,
You're not gonna get that rude old chicken. He is gonna try to get the kill though, but the Siphon is there. Old chicken taking a lot of damage. Nice kinetic fuel helping out. Lanham coming in as well. Gets the Infernal Blade, but all of a sudden, both super and dogfights are there. Looking for dogfights here. He's the one that they want to go on. Perhaps no. They decided to change minds halfway through, which is not good for anybody, as there's no glimpse available, and Chen should be living his creepy denies. Okay, that is interesting exchange. Let's put it that way. Just shows how fast everybody is to back up their mids, as Old 11 just gets taunted by in July.
this is like the weakness of the Elder Titan offlane though. It's easy for him to die because there's no way he can survive. I mean, once he gets caught, he's just dead. Can't really jungle.
Yeah.
So you have to rely just on the creep wave coming down, getting experience. So that's why you rarely see the hero on offlane anymore nowadays.
Doesn't have a comeback mechanic, and Doom seems to have abandoned him completely as well.
Yeah, he's really, really strong. Like when you get your levels, but getting there is always the biggest problem for the hero. Because you don't have any escape mechanism, you cannot jungle. These are his main issues on offlane.
So previous game we had a Darkseer against the Drow strat. Wait a second, as in July had some problems. Infernal Blade coming out as well. And Fran actually teleported out, but Old 11, he's just, okay, I'm done here. I don't want to be here anymore. Teleports out. Fran just takes the farm coming at him rather, but seems like Fran is a name for a girl. Franny. Reminds me of Franny Fine.
It might mean something else in Chinese. I'm
That's
not sure.
probably true. I might have just insulted someone's mother. My bad.
So state of the game now, 3 kills to 3
Yeah.
against the Chen. I mean, the Doom is so far doing a good job at, like, he found a few times of his creeps. He devoured the Chen creeps, so Chen is not doing that well anymore. This is what I expected to happen in the game where they were facing up against the Enchantress.
Yeah. Okay, Tidehunter might have a problem here. Yeah, definitely. There's a level 1 glimpse available as well, but I don't think it's necessary. He ravages though. What's that about? Not sure if that's gonna get anything done. Tidehunter dies, in comes Lion, but he's the only one to back up the tide.
That was interesting. I don't think that was a good decision, obviously.
Was he expecting more people to teleport in, or what would be the reason for
He
doing that?
just didn't want to die, but he was gonna die for sure.
Nobody wants to die.
Maybe if he had the Ice build, 3 Kraken, 2 Anchor, 1 Ravage at level 6, he might have lived there. Because he was actually close not to dying.
Yeah.
And he was level 1 Kraken. I think he would have lived if he had the 3 Kraken, 2 Anchor smash build.
Lifestealer is getting a lot on that top lane, by the way. Should EHOME be worried?
I don't think there's much they can do about it though, even if they're worried, because they drafted the Elder Titan off lane. And Doom is following the Chen around. Mid
Yeah.
lane.
Oh, the Shackle doesn't lash. Perhaps they can still kill him though. One more hit needed. Yep, Wind Ranger gets it. And Lanham having a bit of an issue there, but he has got his Scorched Earth on, so he will be okay.
Yep, I think so. Overall right now, I don't think there's much you can do against the Lifestealer.
Okay.
You have to just let him farm, then later probably use the Doom to just deal with him. Or you most likely would Doom the Lifestealer, unless you can actually get the Doom on the Death Prophet before she pops ultimate. Or even Doom the Tide before he ravages, so... I think if the Lifestealer just gets way too farm, you just have to commit the Doom on him every fight. He should be easy to take down because you have Elder Titan. Doom, you have Elder Titan plus the Doom or plus Doom, so shouldn't be too worried even if he gets too fat. And there's Wind Ranger as well. Wind Ranger is really good versus Lifestealer.
But you still favor the Drow of IG Vitality.
I just like the way their job is like. easy to like. I like drafts that are easier to execute, like very straightforward. You group up as 5.
Okay, are they executing it properly right now? You feel like they're on the right track to force it to the game 3?
Not sure though. I don't think the Chen got enough done in the early game. That's my concern right now, because the
Okay.
Doom was able to actually deter a lot of his pressure. And Doom is level 6 now.
Yes, and he has smoked up behind that Elder Titan. They're looking to kill off this Lifestealer. Yep, there we go. The Doom goes off. Should be able to get a glimpse of. Glimpse is level 2 right now, so glimpsing him after he's stuck first. In comes the Echo Stomp first. Can they actually do this? They should be able to. Why? Where's the glimpse? You know, he is actually living. He can rage away from that one. Oh, why didn't Fenrir glimpse? Did they think it was safe? Is that... What am I missing here that they didn't get a kill there?
He just got greedy. He wanted to wait for the best opportunity to glimpse him.
That
and
is
Doom
a
didn't manage
shame.
to get his Infernal Blade on. Like, if he glimpsed in earlier, then he would have gotten the Infernal Blade on.
You're right. They had a Earl Bowler too. Or maybe they just got it. Well, that's unfortunate. The bright side, Ice does get some extra farm here on his top lane.
Look at his build. He has 3 in stun, 2 in spirit, 1 in natural order. Yep.
The famous 3-2-1 build.
Yeah, I realized like it's better since they changed the scaling of this. Like the storm used to not scale so well. Right now it scales much better.
Okay.
Reduce of cooldown and storm increase in storm damage. So a lot of players have been favoring getting more points in the stun now. And they reduce. I remember one of the patches is how they reduced the cast time a little bit. So it became much more reliable compared to the old stun.
Well, all 11 in the
Haste
meantime.
DD.
Taking some ancient creeps. Haste DD and who?
I thought Green Ranger was on haste on DD. Or am I just lagging?
No, you're right. He has a DD. This is about to end, but he now has a haste. This is true. Goes for this mid-tier 1 tower. Fran has exorcism up. If they want to fight this, they can. Tidehunter is actually coming through the river, so looking to maybe go for this. He has a smoke upon him. He wants to go for this Ravage. Can he find the target? The haste rune is making Wind Ranger fast. I know this might be a little bit obvious, but it's making her being able to get away from that potential threat of getting ravaged, and so they lose a tower. They actually don't get it denied, and Tidehunter doesn't get in the wraparound in time for the Ravage. Was a nice plan though if it would have worked out.
Okay, look at this. Lion's almost level 6. Tomb of Knowledge coming in. They're gonna get level 6. Do they have a smoke?
Level 6. Lion has a smoke in his inventory.
Yeah,
Another in his stash.
I was thinking they would actually get the tomb, get level 6 smoke, and go kill the drow. That was my what I was.
Well, they're
thinking.
probably trying to do that still, but they are a little bit
slower.
delayed on
It's
the.
slower. The timing is like
on
not
smoke.
there anymore, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they would do the same thing.
They do have 3 centaurs for the Chen. That's nice.
No, they might still do the same. Yeah, they're gonna do the same thing. But the timing is a bit off. Like if they would have done it earlier, they had a better chance of catching the drow. They might still catch her. There's a ward here. They have vision. They're gonna see the drow.
Let's take a look at the dire vision.
Yep, they see here.
Who initiates though? There's a scan coming out. That's actually an EHOME scan. Try to see if there's anybody in the enemy jungle, because they just smoked up themselves as well. And they're gonna kill Drow, who's coming in on the lane, and that's a dead 11. I mean, that's just very clean cut. Is there something that they can do against this? The high ground?
Not sure though. DPS ulti, and I'm really lagging this time.
You can reconnect.
I tried already. Didn't
Oh,
work.
okay.
I'm
You
just
can
gonna
look at my screen.
I'm
My
just gonna
awesome
look at your screen.
observing. I'll try not to make you too dizzy. Sorry, people at home. No luxury of observer. It's all good. Don't worry about it. IG, taking the Roshan. I don't think EHOME can do anything to stop this, and they're actually trying to take the tier 2 top in the meantime. Is it me or is Wind Rage? Actually, it's only 13 minutes in. I shouldn't complain. I was wondering where a Blink Dagger was, but it's like, yeah. She actually went for the point booster first. You agree with that?
I think he wants to get Aghanims first this game though.
Before Blink? Why?
It's easier to get solo kills. It's better versus a lifestealer, and the Death Prophet. You get your Aghanim's faster. And they have the Glimpse plus, you know, Elder Titan is a very good hero to set up kills.
Yeah.
Maybe he's thinking about counting on the Elder Titan.
To go get in range for the shackles. No
Yeah.
pressure, Ice. No pressure.
He has Midas done. That's great for Elder Titan, because the hero just needs levels. He's very similar to Phoenix, how you play Phoenix on offlane. The hero is just mostly for team fight, utility purpose. Oh, he's gonna get a storm here.
Yeah, the shackle is indeed there. Death Prophet. Looks to be a dead Death Prophet. Or a dead Prophet. Ah, and the crowd goes, ah. Sorry, that's really bad.
How do you kill something that's already dead?
I don't think she's already dead. She's more like death prophet. She profits death. She knows when you're gonna die.
I'm not gonna be around her.
That's probably very wise. If you ever see a death prophet in real life that is not a cosplayer, you probably should run. Okay, so Lifestealer are going for Sancho and Yasha, by the looks of things.
Standard build, armlets, SNY.
Chen
That's all.
is very poor. Does he have something in the courier that... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say I'm missing items there, but yeah. That's more like it. He is going towards his mechanism. So looking at this map right now, we already have all the tier 1 towers taken by EHOME. And on their side, they still have 2 tier 1 towers up. Who do you feel the pressure is on? Who is the one to make a move this game? Is it IG? Because I can tell that they're smoked. So they might think it's IG. Oh, Infest there as well. Infest in the Tide. Tide has a Blink Dagger. They want to use this. They might be able to find the Disruptor, but that's not really worth it. So they're going to try to wrap around to the Drove Ranger. I mean, he doesn't have a teleport scroll, so you probably have to run. Old 11, please.
Oh, they're going the wrong way.
Oh, they're going the wrong way. No, they're going the right way. Oh, he's fine.
They're not gonna find him.
He knows. They know. Oh, but now they're gonna see that there's a tree broken. They find him. There he is. Gust, but it doesn't matter. He's raged. You're dead, old 11. That was a nice try, though. I mean, you gotta always try. Wasted a bit of time.
Oh, he's going the same build, Aghanims.
Okay, we are gonna get Wind Ranger indeed for Ants first.
I don't know if I'm a fan of it this game. Last game,
You weren't a fan of it the last game either. Let's be real.
just not a fan of the Aghanims on the hero.
Why not? I think it can have great potential. If you want to try to push faster, you want to try to get all the lanes pushed out, it worked out for them.
Yeah, I guess it's possible. They just want to split push when they have Ravage and DP ulti up.
Yeah.
They don't want to fight. Well, in July,
Yeah.
has a carrier.
Where did he go? Which carrier is he in?
Tight.
But why don't I see the thing above his head? Oh, Blink! Ravage! Old 11! Was this gonna be the second time in a row that he dies the same way? Yes it is. The Shackle still comes out, but oh, maybe this is it. Maybe the Earth Splitter can make it happen. In comes the Static Storm, Kinetic Field, Juno. Outside of everything though, should be having a good time trying to get away. Goes on the Disruptor, is Rage up once more, and it is IG Vitality that gets 4 kills on the board and lose not a single hero for themselves. So, well, if you want to go for the Aghanims of the Drove Ranger this game, you're going to do it because you think you're going to lose some racks.
I mean, it's once again we saw it. It's difficult for them to fight head on.
Yeah,
Like
it really is.
Blink, Ravage, and I don't know why you don't see the Lifestealer. He was inside the Tide.
Yeah, I saw it on your screen then after, but people at home didn't see it. They had to just take your word for it. You never know if you can trust you or not.
Am I not trustworthy?
Yeah, you're very trustworthy, don't worry. Well, you did say that there was a fight going on, but there wasn't when I was reconnecting. But I'll take that with a grain of salt. So tier 1 top still standing. I mean, IG Vitality just won a big fight, and I really thought they would get the tier 2 mid, but they didn't get it, even though their spirits were out for Death Prophet.
Yeah, but they got kills, like at the very least.
Yeah, they
I
got a
think
lot of kills.
EHOME's
actually.
plan right now, you get Aghanim's and draw, you split push, and then every time the 5-man comes, you send the Elder Titan plus the Windrunner. So you power shot plus the Spirit, you clear the quick wave. And the Doom will be trying to get a pick off, Drow split pushing. But preferably you don't need both of them.
Yeah.
You want the Wind Ranger pushing as well, but the other two, the problem is like the Disruptor and the Doom doesn't have any wave clear, so you need the Elder Titan plus the Wind Ranger. So that's what they want to look to do. Stall time, drop, pushes the lane, gets more farm.
I'm trying to figure out. I mean, Ice Ice just had a brilliant Earth Splitter, right? Or at least a good one. Let's just say that.
Yep, he has a 4-star completed soon.
Yeah.
Mobility. They need all these mobility items to get away from the DP and the Lifestealer.
I guess Earth Splitter is pretty good together with the Shackle.
Just enough time.
Just enough time to get the Earth Splitter out. Kinetic Field, Static Storm, that's pretty good with that too. I'm trying to figure out how Elder Titan fits into all of this and
The
how
aura.
he's gonna be the best hero that was to be picked in this scenario.
I think
right?
it's more of the aura. You pick the hero just for the aura. Like mostly, in most situations, for the aura.
Probably.
And they probably wanted because they saw the chant, right, when they picked the Elder Titan. They wanted to have a hero that has deep push. You can slow down pushes, and on the off lane, not many heroes can actually do that.
Okay.
Maybe that's the idea. I don't know.
They don't need extra deep push. They can throw
I'm not
range
sure
with
why
items.
they wanted the Elder Titan, like the main reason, but are the reasons that could possibly tell why they wanted Elder Titan.
Well, that's gonna be tier 2, traded for perhaps a tier 2 extra system being used for that. It's a very noticeable difference between the ultimates of the mids. You got Wind Ranger that has Axe that can just focus fire whenever she wants to, take a tower very fast. Fran, sure, she can also take a tower fast, but it's more than 2 minutes of a cooldown, so I feel like that's already a bit of a victory there for EHOME.
Small victory. Small victory.
They gotta take the small victories at the moment. This is the way to win.
Yep, when you're behind, you just take anything you can get. They're not even that far behind. Like just 1500 or 2k gold behind. It's not
Oh yeah, that's
that
barely
much.
anything.
Because they've been farming much better, and obviously they have the Midas on the Elder Titan. And then they have the Midas on Doom as well. I don't think we talked about that. They actually have double Midas.
Agreed. There is our new Roshan in 1.5 minutes. That's gonna be something that both teams can get. Both teams will want to fight for. So far, it's only Radiant that has a ward over that area, though, but it's about to disappear. There you go, Axe done.
They're gonna try and hold this defense though. I'm not sure if I like it.
The tier 1 tower?
For EHOME, yeah.
They're fighting over the tier 1 tower. That's.
I don't know.
Rage comes out, there's no more tower. Well,
Shackle, old chicken.
looking for it. Nope, there's no trees there. Here comes the drums, helping out a little bit there. With Lion also coming in from the side. This is something that EHOME should not want to fight. Oh! Tide and Lifestealer just blinked in over the ledge, almost caught the until there of Fenrir, but he got out. He's fine. That was a very fast try and sneak peek for a pick off there, but they don't get it. They're fine. What do you think? Or rather, what do you think Drow's going for now? Previous game she went for the BKB before going for the Maelstrom.
BKB this game is, I mean, I think you need it to Tide and Lion. Not much choice. Even though it doesn't help against the core, the Lifestealer and the DP. It's either he gets BKB now or he delays it after the Maelstrom. I don't see him delaying it too much.
All 5 heroes are on the top lane. Drow
Still
Ranger.
trying to fight though. I don't know if I
Not
like
here.
this at all.
All 5 heroes on the dire side. Oh, they get the glimpse on Fran. In comes the Blink Ravage as well. That's Disruptor already gone. Earth Splitter, nice, doing some form of damage. They need that Drow Ranger here though, and Drow Ranger is pushing out the tier 2 bottom. So they lose 2. They don't even get the Doom out.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they tried to fight though. They should just try to stall and just let Drow do her thing. Like I don't think there's any way that they can fight.
Maybe they didn't try to fight. Maybe they just tried
But
to annoy.
they were so near.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if they were trying to avoid, they should be like one hero pushing mid at least. I know I mentioned Elder Titan and Wind Ranger,
yeah.
and Doom plus Disruptor doesn't do much anyway. But I don't know. They were so close to the tower though. They were so dangerous. They were just in a very vulnerable position. So even if you didn't plan to fight, you shouldn't be anywhere near the tower like that. Maybe they wanted to fight. That's why they were so near.
But then why wouldn't they have draw range? Oh well.
He was
I
gonna
mean,
TP last, I guess.
yeah.
So that probably is their plan. But in my opinion, it was just very difficult for them to fight regardless. Even if they were to be ready, 5 heroes down there
Yeah.
to take that fight. I just didn't like the decision to fight there.
2200 money gold on the Drow Ranger. All 5 heroes of EHOME are trucking down mid. What's the play? What's the plan?
No Ravage, let's go.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. Focus fire on the tower already, looking to maybe for the fight. There's no Ravage. They can still have the Doom though. And you see also that Fenrir is holding back. He has got the glimpse and the static field, but nope, no fight from IG Vitality. Don't look at the tower, and now all the outer towers off the
Can
side
they
of
get
IG
the
Vitality
Roshan?
is,
It would be
dead.
huge if they can get Roshan. Ah,
They have no ward up around Roshan.
nah,
They do have
too
one
risky. Too risky.
around the secret shop. Because unfortunately that's too risky, because that would actually be...
If they went Roshan right away before taking, even before they took the tier 2, then they would have enough time. But because they chose to take the Roshan, the tier 2, they couldn't have enough time for Roshan.
Okay, so now Drow Ranger has 3,400 gold. If she was gonna buy Maelstrom, she would have gotten it.
So she's getting BKB, probably.
Would you not buy already one of the items for the BKB? Oh, never mind. She just bought one. Fair enough.
It's taking a long time to decide, though. Maybe she was wondering if she wanted to change her mind, and then
Yeah.
decided at the end, okay, I'm just gonna buy this item. Because if he already decided at the start, then he would have already bought something. Like sometimes players, like as the game changes, then you decide to your decision changes as well. You don't want to buy the same item that you wanted to buy 2 minutes ago.
True.
Maybe if they would have actually not taken the fight at top just now, it would have allowed him to be much more greedy, went for the Maelstrom first, but because they lost that fight, then he felt the need to actually get the
Go for
BKB.
BKB.
Yeah.
Well, he has it now, so it's on his way. Wind Ranger also going for that BKB. And looks like we have a smoke up from IG Vitality.
They are the teams that want to fight
Yes.
with all their ultimates up.
Now I see Lifestealer inside in July. And they will look for a kill. They just went for this. Actually, this is the Radiant scan.
It's a 5-man smoke though, it's really obvious. Like, super obvious.
Which 5-man smoke is the most obvious one? Because they both did it.
Oh, they're both... okay. It should be obvious for both teams.
Okay.
Is that scan available for anyone?
No. They just, Radiant team just used it around the Roche pit. See if there's someone there. And that's they find the courier.
Well, at least IG managed to place wards down. So, how about EHOME? Did they actually place any wards down? Yep, they
Yeah,
did.
they did, but they also got the Radiant or the Direct Courier, so that's I think.
Oh,
nice.
they're in a precarious position. EHOME sees them. Sorry, IG sees them. IG sees EHOME now.
Lanham gonna be the first target, getting hexed up there. In comes Gold 11. He turns on his BKB right before the Ravage, so he doesn't get Ravage. Juno looking for the target. Open wounds. 4 step away from Ice. He gets that one going. Nice kinetic field, holding some people at bay in July. He is gonna get picked off in Fran. Glimpse back into the claws of EHOME as he has no hope of escaping. Gets some siphons out. He lives for quite a long time with that, but not long enough. Dogfights. I hate to break it to you, buddy. You did.
Okay, Roshan is up. Roshan is open for them.
Yep.
That was a great fight. Well, first and foremost, great reactions from the Drow. BKB saving
Yes.
lives there.
That BKB was so clutch. It was so fast as well. That's what it was clutch.
But
And
he-
then he got to Gust straight after us as well.
He already saw the tide coming in, so that was...
Yeah.
Tide didn't come in from like
From
a fog angle or like a
True.
blind angle that the Drow didn't see, because he was already in vision.
And the force staff from Ice SI is doing work because Juno couldn't really get a target to go on. He just got kited. So yeah, EHOME having a great fight there. They take the Roshan off the back of it, and perhaps they can push off the back of it as well. What do you think? There's an Aegis now on the Drow Ranger.
Ravage down, TPLT down. Why not?
The reason for not would be no Doom, a little bit less health on the Disruptor and the Doom there.
He has
quite
Trankos,
tricky.
doesn't he? He should be fine. Yeah. They just need to push. If they, like most of the pro teams would actually take down timers of the ultimates when they use it, if possible, then you would have a better understanding of what is your exact time window that you have before they come up.
Where are they called Cherry? Anchor Swish helping out. A little bit of a slideshow, but so far nobody's dead yet. And Sage is gone. Nice shackle though. Shackled it to. Oh, never mind. I thought it was shackled to the line, but it was a tree instead. Not that much of a shackle. The Wild Wing Ripper did die. Very convincingly. Rip. Wild Wing Ripper.
I guess that's enough damage. Aegis, they used the Aegis and they did
Yeah, like
1,000 damage to the tier 3.
not bad. I mean, it's not the tower itself, I guess. Compared to last game, Old Chicken is not having as much farm. What do you think that is?
I think the last game he got a lot more kills and he won his lane harder, a lot harder than this game.
Is it also maybe because there's less farm on the map to go around for them? Like, is that
Their
it-
composition as well, yeah. Everyone
Yeah.
takes up space for their heroes. Elder Titan takes space, doesn't create space. He's just a team fight utility hero.
Doom is farming the jungle. Oh, maybe not for very much longer. Nope. Doom, not there. Nice. Dogfights with the Haste Rune and the Blink Dagger. Good luck trying to get away from that one. That is a Force Staff up on Chen very soon. So that'll be nice. Not just to use it for himself, but mostly to use it for others.
There are 3 Force Staff.
I think Force Staffing Lifestealer is going to be really important right now.
Not only that, you want to push targets away that, because the way they are going to start the fight is with stun
Yeah.
from the Elder Titan, most likely, and then they'll follow up with kinetic field or shackle. So being able to force up and move the target away is very, very useful in team fights. And obviously kiting the Drow, which is great.
Talking about the Drow. 4.6k gold in her inventory. She's still hanging on to that one.
And he is like the
Morbid
guy.
Mask.
He's like the guy that always has a lot of gold in his pocket and like.
And he had a Sanj. Where did his Sanj go?
Did he?
Yeah. He bought a Sanj. I saw it.
I don't recall.
Someone bought a Sanj. Maybe. No, it wasn't Lifestealer. I knew that one.
I mean, he has S and Y.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe I'm going crazy. Wouldn't be surprised. Lack of sleep. Crazy games. Loads of Dota. Weird schedules.
Oh, what is Elder Titan building? It's Void Stone. It's a plate mill. He wants a Lotus Orb plus Medallion.
Spilling them both at the same time. I really like Elder Titan's set. Pretty cool hat piece. So now that the Aegis is down, as a Drow Ranger by the way, still not going for the Maelstrom.
He's going for Butterfly. More armor against DPLT, which is nice, and evasion against Lifesteal, obviously nice as well.
But what is EHOME doing next? Because they don't have a Roshan to fight over. I guess next, are they gonna try to jump in? They don't have Lifestealer there. So what's EHOME gonna do next? No towers to take down, no Roshan to take down.
Well, the original plan was to split push.
Yes.
Right now, they are sort of starting to get strong enough to actually take the fight. Because Drow and Wind Ranger are outputting a massive amount of damage, and they have Elder Titan Aura, and both of them have BKB. And they're gonna have a third BKB soon. I think once they have all their BKBs, let me see. The way they want to take the fight is you just have to try and, because it's not that easy, because they don't have a blink on the Wind Ranger. It's not that easy to actually make a first move. You have to rely on like the Storm
Yeah.
or Glimpse. It's not that reliable compared to what IG have. They have multiple 4-staff, they have Blinks, they have Tide, they have Lion, 2 Initiators and 3 4-staffs. So it's much easier for them to dictate, I'm gonna take this fight, I want to take this fight. If I'm not taking this fight, I'm getting out with 4-staff. So it's more of, I feel, when IG Vitality is gonna decide to take a fight. Obviously EHOME wants to take a fight too, when they feel they're strong enough, but it's more on IG's side to decide, since they have the numbers in terms of initiators, whereas EHOME is much more, they're passive, you know, they're much more reactive. They're gonna react towards your initiation.
One of the initiations that IG Vitality was trying to go for was dogfights on the bottom lane, but he was sitting in the trees for a very long time. Finally the left it has got the life stealer inside of him, so has also got the 4-step looking for an initiation. But look at how safe EHOME is playing this. They're hiding away. Might be trying to go for a smoke gank, but for now it's just waiting for the next Roshan to be up perhaps.
Yep, Roshan should be the objective that makes the team, like the forces the teams to come out. Most likely. Because EHOME's lineup, they have Elder Titan, really good at fighting, and Disruptor. These 2 heroes are really good at fighting in Roshan Pit. So that might be the opportunity EHOME is waiting for.
They use the scan, Radiant Sight does, so know that Fran is actually around. Know that there are enemy heroes on the map close by. So will not leave the base.
This Drow is actually starting to pull ahead, because Lifestealer is spending a lot of time inside the Tide.
Yeah.
And with the Aghanims. I'm starting to get sold on this item. You farm a lot faster.
You do. Think about the farm. Think about Maelstrom. Think about push. Think about the defense. Who cares you're up against Mega Creeps? Drow Ranger will take away your troubles.
Medusa, Drow Ranger.
Yeah, Medusa can do it too. BKB for the Doom. So EHOME doesn't want to fight until Roshan, you said? Is that what we're looking for here?
Because both teams are not, they're waiting for Roshan, especially for IG. Because they want a siege, but they're not confident in sieging without the Aegis.
Yes. That's understandable, but at the same time...
Right now it's just like, both teams are trying to pick the best opportunities to pick a fight for each side. Like, IG wants to fight after they get the Aegis, and EHOME doesn't want to fight in the open, so they're waiting for IG to get their Aegis before IG, because it's better for them to fight in the Rush Pit. And
Yes.
they don't want IG to get the Aegis, then push their high ground with the Aegis, so they want to try to take the fight at the Rush Pit.
But if EHOME wants to try and take the Aegis, then why don't they have any wards up around the Roche Pit?
Did they get removed before? Is that gem? Yeah, there's a gem on Chen. And
Okay,
looking
that's
at their
nice.
supports, do they have wards? One on Disruptor, none on Doom. The shop, there is one ward available in the shop.
Fenrir is one of each. Okay, but they do have some control on the Dire jungle right now.
The players are allowed to take a toilet break, but you're not allowing me to take a toilet break.
Did you not go over to the toilet in between series just now?
Yeah, I did, but I was asking for a break during the game just now, and you would not allow
It's
me
because
to.
you're not a player right now, Winter.
Sad.
If you were still playing, I would let you have a toilet break. But you said yourself this morning in the car, I haven't played in a month. As in professionally.
I haven't played any pubs at all
Aw, how
for a
come?
month.
Don't sound so sad. Why not?
Too busy.
Too busy.
Spend too much time on Dota, you know.
So much flying around. Doing what you want to be doing. Actually, unless that's what you want to be doing is play Dota.
Yeah, but you know, real life stuff. You can't ignore them forever.
You cannot. Listen, kids. You cannot ignore.
Oh,
Real life
you can
forever.
you think you can ignore it, but there's gonna be a time where you have to deal with it. That's what I thought too.
Yep. You can't live in the Dota bubble. Well, only very few can live in a Dota bubble. But even those still have real life.
Nah,
They tend
no
to.
no one can only live in a Dota bubble.
You don't think so?
No, at the end of the day you have to deal with. I mean, there's gonna be things that you need to do. You can't just ignore it forever.
Like what?
Real life issues.
Yeah, but some people would not have issues.
Okay, maybe not everyone.
Maybe not everybody. Ah, don't worry. I'm not one of those people. I got issues. Ha. Okay, so we have a bit of an impasse. Both teams not wanting to initiate until they get the Roshan. Roshan is not yet back up. We do have Chen putting a creep in his in the Roche pit, so he knows when it's up. Net worth is around the 0 point. Experience is around the 0 point. And both teams, it's just both teams are. It seems like both teams are aware that we're at a moment in the game where one team fight can just tilt the scale, which is important because then they both know the weight of the upcoming Roshan. Look at how much these teams are communicating right now. Pings everywhere, drawings on the mini map everywhere.
Yeah, both teams want to choose the best timings
Yeah.
to take the fight. They want to fight on their terms. And EHOME knows it's very difficult because they are lacking in terms of initiating heroes. So they have to be very careful of approaching the next fight. And Chen has a gem. So their vision is really lacking around the pit. They just place a ward here. So it gives them some vision, but they're gonna meet each other here.
Oh, Lanham. Next up, Ravage comes out as well. Lanham can't do anything. Second Ravage straight up. Ice as well as Disruptor in a lot of trouble. Ice tries to see his board out. Mules up in the air, doesn't matter. Still gets the kill. Gem on deck as well. Not spotted just yet. Nobody is out there, so they will keep that one safe. But
Yep, vision. Once
vision.
again, they place the ward. Once the smoke broke, they see them. Type blinks in, Ravages. Lion blinks in. Like this is the issue. Like it's very hard for EHOME to dictate when they want to take a fight.
Yeah.
Because they don't have blinks.
Don't have blinks, don't have detection, or rather detection, control over the map, I should say. So, IG Vitality, they get the Roshan, they get the edge. Now the question is, can they use it for more? Because they just used both the Ravages. What are they gonna? What is their plan to do with the Aegis here?
I'll wait for the cooldowns. 5 minutes. So Aegis lasts for 5 minutes. So they need to use 2 minutes to wait for the refresher cooldown, and they're good to go.
If they're gonna wait 2 minutes for the refresher cooldown anyway, you might as well also use the Death Prophet ultimate to try and push down a tier 2 mid, or is that not a logical way of thinking?
Yeah, it's possible because it's so low.
The tower, yeah.
But for safety purposes, you would at least want to wait for one Ravage to come
Oh,
up.
I get it. I get it. They just don't want to throw this game. This could be their last chance. If they lose this one, they're out of the qualifiers for
But
the
it's
Manila Major.
looking good for them to pull this into a game 3.
Yeah, it is. They're doing a well-right job. To say it.
Oh, they actually have a blink already on the Wind Ranger. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Blink Dagger, 1200 gold. Going up the high ground. Looking for a target. This is normally not the time for a smoke gank as they do Mup Fran. Focus Fire's there as well. Is there something else? Do they have a Shackle available? Not anymore. Shackle didn't latch. Glims back. They will get the kill though. As the Disruptor or Chen has a bit of a problem. It's called Death. And they might be able to take this high ground as well. I mean, the one with the Aegis is the Lifestealer, but they don't have to worry about him just yet. Lifestealer is sitting inside a Lion, but if Lion jumps in, he dies. And yeah, okay. Now it's starting to look like it, but Death Prophet cannot buy back. Wind Ranger keeping herself very far back, surprisingly. Okay. Old 11 is the one that they want to go on. Ravage number 1 is there. There's no refresher this time. Doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter at all. You know, he's got this. Gets glimpsed back. And no rage available. Blink away from Wind Ranger in the Wind Run will be able to get away. It's 2 heroes dead though on the side of EHOME, including the Dro Ranger. And that is a problem. They did get a tier 3 tower though.
Yeah, they were waiting for the Ravage there. Once the Ravage came online, they decided to just jump in.
Yeah. And it worked out. It worked out a lot.
EHOME were just like way too relaxed because they were thinking, oh, that Prophet's down. They're not gonna try and do anything too fancy, you know. They were just hitting the tower. Blink Hex got caught.
Yep.
Dead instantly. No way of saving him. even with the 4-star.
Yeah, and there's tier 2 going down as well, and I think that IG might be trying to force out that buyback on the Drone Ranger. Why not? You got Death Prophet coming in as well, she still has an ultimate. The Aegis is still up, but you got Refresher off cooldown, so you have a Ravage if you really need it. Looking for the Shackle, can't find it, in comes the Exorcism. Echo Stomp as well. Helping out with a bit of damage. Kinetic Field, Static Storm up on the Life Stealer. Is taking a lot of damage. Will get the Aegis burned, but in the meantime, Fran trying to make it happen. Yule's up into the air, making sure the Spirits are still doing their work. Gets the Ghost Scepter off. Tower will end up dropping. Now comes the Doom. Going up on Fran. The Ravage, though, is still there, but the BKB on Lanham makes sure that he can just stay there and do what he does best. Apparently scaring people, that is. And gets himself away, jumps afterwards after the Chen, who tries to teleport out. Dogfight teleports out as well, but the Stomp is there and actually interrupts Dogfight as well. I don't think they know that. I don't think they know Dogfight's still here. Now they do. In comes the Earth Spike as well. Dogfight's inside that Ghost Scepter, but it doesn't matter. Will end up going down as well. We have Chen is still running for his life and will even get a haste rune, so living he will. That was a really good fight for EHOME.
Oh dear. Ravage down.
Ravage
Refresher
down.
DP
Everything
ulti down.
I mean, they get a tier 3 tower, sure, but what made that game go so well for them? For EHOME?
Because they were able to they were too scattered, and the Ravage didn't do anything as well. They wasted the Ravage and he popped. It was like 50 seconds and then he wanted to wait.
Yeah.
He didn't want to use his Refresher.
And then he ended up doing that anyway, getting forced to. Word of the high ground. Bit of Focus Fire coming out on the racks. Anchor Smash trying to slow it down. They know that there's no Ravage up, so, or they should know there's no Ravage up, so there's already. Oh, that's a dead Lion. He got shackled, he got Focus Fired, he got killed. You know, his rage is about to end. Gets Glimmer Cape though, will live for the moment in July. Still there, doesn't have anything, tries to run away, gets Glimmer back towards his teammates, back into the Gust. Old 11, he's gonna try and do it. Fran with the Ghost Scepter, with the ultimate up. Yule scepters himself up in the air and will be able to kill off the Doom with that as Old 11 runs away from the Ghost. Spooky Ghost, as Solax would say. Oh, blink up. He blinked up rather than down. Does chase down Ice Ice Ice. He has the Force Staff available. Does have a teleport as well. There's a Life Stealer on his tail though. But there's no way. No, he's fine. Ice 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 is okay. That is melee Rex time. That is EHOME catching up. I mean, we were saying it was looking good for IG Vitality just now, but they just, the lead they had, they just threw it out.
They used 3 buybacks, right?
I will tell you how much buybacks they have.
Life Stealer,
Tide, Lifestealer, Lion. And they still have a cooldown on the buyback for the Chen, who bought back in the previous fight. And Wind Ranger and Drow bought back in a fight on the Radiant side earlier. So
net victory for EHOME.
oh, 100%. That is EHOME. I mean, they were kind of losing their lead. IG Vitality was looking really good and doing really well for themselves after getting the Aegis, but then this fight made EHOME definitely the favorite in this matchup again, I would say.
Yep, but it's still easy for IG to get back into
Double
the game.
Ravage is up again in 9 seconds.
Still possible. If EHOME makes a mistake, they can easily still win the game.
Yeah.
Still very tense.
Yeah.
EHOME's buybacks are nothing on draw. So it's just Doom, Ice Ice Ice. Both of these heroes have buyback. And on the Dire side, only Death Prophet has buyback.
I don't think that IG Vitality is going to try to go high ground until they have a new Aegis.
They have double Ravage now.
Yeah, but they still don't have an Aegis, and with so many buybacks on cooldown, one lost fight is just... Well, they're going to try it. Well, maybe not go high ground, but they're trying to take a fight.
Yep, they actually should be more conservative because they are the ones that already use their buybacks.
Yeah.
But nope. They
No.
say no. We are gonna try to be aggressive.
There's a bit lack of vision on the side of EHOME, especially after that ward gets killed. the high ground. EHOME is very careful though. But EHOME doesn't work around too many of the big ultimates, so I feel like they're still in a better position. The big cooldowns that EHOME is working around are the buybacks on the Drow Ranger as well as on the Wind Ranger.
Yep, bottom lane, big creep wave pushing in. It's gonna signal IG maybe to go back and farm it.
Nobody gonna teleport?
Nah, Chen sent Death Prophet back.
Ah, that's enough.
Even in the fight previously, there was also a play where Chen, like they doomed the Death Prophet, Chen was sending her back, and Fenrir got the glimpse before the send back completed.
Yeah,
So that was the last fight.
pretty good. The gem on Old Land, making sure that the vision that IG Vitality had is getting less and less. 2700 gold on the Doom, what do you think is gonna buy next? Scan! Buy the Dire! Seeing that there's people.
I think Refresher. Refresher's good. Do they have Sheevers? Sheevers is nice too. Either Sheevers or Refresher. I don't think they need the Aghanims that much this game. Like some games you will want Aghanims. But this game I think you want Refresher.
Okay. Dogfight still has Lifestealer in him for a long time. He is not moved. Death Prophet once again gets sent back to farm the mid lane by the looks of things. Oh, Lion. Careful there. Oh, the blink away. It's not in time, and there's a Lifestealer in this as well. They should be able to kill him off as well. The Doom comes out. Lanham still taking a lot of damage. In comes the Earth Splitter looking for Yuno. We'll be able to catch him as well. And the damage is there from the Drow Ranger as well, looking for the Lightning. Procs gets them. They find the shackle. They have the gem. He is not invisible. He is very dead. In the meantime, the TP out from in July, but the glimpse is there first. Catch him in the kinetic field and the focus fire. That's 4 kills.
Man,
No buybacks on 3
game?
of them.
Is that game?
That looks.
Can I just run down and kill all the
Oh,
Rex?
there's
with
no
a top.
Roshan yet, so why shouldn't they? Nothing's stopping them, and at least if they think that there's buybacks on some, they can at least force out the buybacks. But they're still on cooldown, and they should be aware of that. The only reason Chen can buyback is because he didn't use it before. Death Prophet doesn't need to use buyback because she didn't die.
Yep, that should be game.
This could be a game. This could
All
be
the Rex. They have enough time to kill all the Rex. Oh dear, one mistake.
what?
One mistake.
What's the mistake?
They got caught. Like the first one
Oh,
was...
IG Vitality made a mistake.
Yeah.
I thought you meant EHOME. It's like, well, they're doing very well. But that could be very, for IG Vitality at least, a very anticlimactic ending to what could have been a good run here. Forcing out a third game, but without creeps, against mega creeps, they don't have the best lineup to deal with that. And that means that we are gonna most likely, as they continue fighting, they gotta try and fight to the bitter end. That's what this is about. You can't just roll over and die, but it is over. The dream is dead for IG Vitality. They fought so hard in the over 2-hour game yesterday to get a spot in their playoffs, and their playoffs run ends here with 2 2-0s. They have not managed to get a single win today. They lost first against EHOME, now against Newbie, otherwise around. First against Newbie, then against EHOME, just now 2-0. EHOME takes it and makes sure that they secure themselves a place in tomorrow's lower bracket. And that will be up against the winner of Newbie versus CDEC Youth. But those games will all be played tomorrow. So this was day 1 of the playoffs, day 3 of the qualifiers, if you will. Tomorrow there's another day for the Chinese qualifiers. For both myself and Winter, though, this is going to be the end for us today. There are so many more games to watch, guys. I hope you are already no longer here. But if you are, go get yourself over to twitch.tv/BeyondTheSummit, where I can see there's Vega versus No Diggity going on right now. So make sure you tune into that and watch more qualifiers. That is, of course, for the European qualifiers playoffs. I think that's even the first game going on still. Thank you for watching. And Winter, any last words about this best of 3 and the Chinese qualifiers today in general?
I think Chinese Dota overall looks much more promising
It
compared
does
to.
actually. That's a good point. Yeah,
They needed a push,
they needed a kick in the butt. They
Yeah.
got one in Shanghai, and now they look ready to take maybe Manila by storm. I think Newbie definitely strongest one we've seen
Newbie
today.
looks really, really good though.
The strongest we've seen today, I want to say. So hopefully for them, they get a chance tomorrow, as there will only be one team making it through the qualifiers tomorrow. So if you can't watch any more Dota today, make sure you tune in tomorrow at least, and otherwise get yourself over to twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit for more Manila Major Qualifier madness. We'll see you later.